It's time to stop trading in the Stone Age, right now. While you're scrolling through X, hoping that someone in your feed is being honest, while you're refreshing charts and chats that are already 10 minutes behind reality, while you're trusting people who are shilling their own bags, we have the most powerful intelligence ever built sitting at your fingertips waiting for you to use it. AI agents are here. They are live on Solana right now. And the Solana community, which has been at the bleeding edge of crypto since the beginning, has everything it needs to actually use them. The question isn't whether autonomous trading agents are coming. They are. The question is whether you're going to use the window that we have right now or wait until everyone else figures it out first. Because here's what I find fascinating. Every single piece of a fully autonomous trading agent has been built and shipped on Solana. The research tools, the execution layer, the data feeds, the protocol access, the payment rails, guess what? It's all there. Just nobody has connected them all yet. And I'm not entirely sure that anyone will. But we could. And in this video, I want to show you what that looks like. Oh, and in this story, we might just be the training data for the agents, but more on that at the end. If you've been trading on Solana, you've actually been part of this evolution the whole time. You just didn't call it an agent or know that it was progress towards what comes next in the agentic future that we'll be seeing for trading. BonkBot. Paste a token address into Telegram, a bot routes the swap through Jupiter and its own proprietary logic. 69 million trades, $10 billion in volume, and 452,000 users. That was step one, executing trades through a chat interface. Then came the trading terminals, Axiom, Bullex, Pumps Terminal, sniping, copying, trading, DCA, MEV protection, way more power. But you were still pressing every button, making every call. The terminal was faster, you weren't. Now, we're at step 3, agents that read the market, write a thesis, cross-reference funding rates and whale movements, and ask you if they should proceed. The alpha isn't on your timeline anymore. It's in your inbox, your Telegram, your chat box, wherever you set it up to be. The charts you see on Twitter are already outdated by the time that you open them. The question is, what comes after step 3? And the answer is the fully autonomous trading agent, which nobody has actually shipped yet. Now, here's what I find genuinely wild about where we are right now. Every piece of a fully autonomous agent has been shipped on Solana in the last few months. Let me show you what I mean. First, let's start with the architecture. Think about what an agent actually needs to do. Check multiple protocols, compare rates, execute a trade. You can get this done on Solana for fractions of a penny, confirmed in under a second. Agents need speed, low cost, and composability. That is Solana's DNA. It was literally built for this. Then, the Solana Foundation launched agent skills, machine-readable instruction sets that let AI interact with protocols natively. Think of it as an API designed for AI. Instead of a developer writing custom code to integrate with a protocol, an agent reads the skill and knows exactly how to use it. Jupiter, Metaplex, Pyth, Helios, dBridge, they're all in there. The foundation isn't just watching this trend. They're building the infrastructure for an entire agentic economy. FlashTrade just answered the most interesting question in crypto. What happens when you give an AI agent access to a perpetuals exchange?
Claude built the transaction, and it's showing me the preview. Price entry, fees, effective leverage, liquidity price. It's asking me to confirm before anything hits the chain. That's not a guess. That's the actual transaction, computed from live on-chain state. I confirm, it signs with my local key pair. Keys never leave my machine. And there it is, live position, entry, price locked, P&L already ticking.
They built an MCP server with 30 plus tools for their Solana perps platform. Published it on NPM, works with any AI that speaks MCP. Prompt in, transaction out. You can now open a levered position on a perps exchange by typing a sentence. No interface, no buttons, just tell it what you want. That's not a demo, that's live. Nansen has built an AI trained on 500 million labeled blockchain addresses across 24 chains, a research engine that understands smart money flows, wallet behavior, and on-chain signals at a scale that no human can process. You ask it a question, it gives you the answer with the data behind it. They're testing autonomous trading internally, and when that ships, you'll have an AI with more on-chain data than any human alive making decisions on your behalf. X402 is a payment protocol built into HTTP that most people haven't heard of yet. If an agent needs premium data, it pays for it automatically mid-request without any human approving anything. Agent sees data it needs, agent pays, agent gets it. Over 100 million payments processed already. This is how agents buy information, pay for compute, and transact with each other without you doing anything. And just this week, Clinker, the AI token deployer that blew up on Base, launched on Solana, routing through Meteora and Jupiter. Creators are keeping 78% of fees. The biggest AI deployment tool in crypto looked at every chain and said, we need to be on Solana. And this isn't a coincidence. The infrastructure is migrating here because Solana is the only chain where agents can actually operate at the speed and cost that they require. So take stock of what we have. Agent skills for native protocol access, perp futures from a prompt, AI research across 500 million wallets, machine-to-machine payments over HTTP, token deployment by AI. Every piece of the autonomous trading stack is live on Solana, not coming soon. It's live. And yet nobody has connected them all into one autonomous system. Why? This is worth being honest about because this has been tried before. Algorithmic trading has existed for decades. Crypto trading bots have been around since Bitcoin was under $1,000. There have been endless attempts to build the system that trades on your behalf. It beats the market and runs while you sleep. And here's what they all have in common. They work beautifully in bull markets and fall apart everywhere else because a bull market forgives bad decisions. Rising prices cover your mistakes. A bot that buys every dip looks like a genius when the trend is up. A true autonomous agent is a completely different problem. Think about what it actually needs to do. It needs to identify when a trend has reversed and take profit before the move is gone. It needs to cut positions when the thesis breaks, not hold and hope like most of us do. It needs to actually short the market when prices are falling, not just sit in cash. It needs to risk size dynamically based on conditions. And it needs to do all of this without understanding the thing that you understand natively. That a dev is sketchy, that a narrative is fading, that a community is losing faith. Those signals don't live on chain. They live in the culture of crypto. That's the knowledge gap. AI right now is extraordinarily powerful, but it doesn't fully understand crypto. It hasn't lived through a bear market. It doesn't know what it feels like when funding rates are maxed and everyone is over leveraged. It can read data, but data doesn't capture everything. That's why a human is still the most important part of this system, at least for now. So the current generation of agents, tools like Milo, are incredibly interesting. Check out this action. Add in Nansen's trading features and the MCP integrations being built right now. These are the first step. They assist, they signal, they surface information faster than any human can, but the fully autonomous version, the one that manages your portfolio, adapts to conditions, shorts the market, takes profit, and runs without you, that's not shipped yet. My suspicion is that protocols are quietly building toward this. The pieces are all there. The hard part is connecting them in a way that doesn't blow up the moment the market turns. And here's where this gets interesting. The pieces all exist. You could actually try to build this yourself. FlashTrade gives you perps execution from a prompt. Nansen gives you research and smart money intelligence across 24 chains and trending coins. X402 lets your agent pay for premium data automatically without you intervening. Solana agent skills give you native access to Jupiter, Pyth, Helios, and every major protocol on the network. And Claude or any MCP-compatible AI act as the brain, the orchestration layer that reads, reasons, decides, and calls everything else. You could wire this together, set up monitoring for specific on-chain signals. When the agent detects a setup, it pulls research from Nansen, cross-references price feeds from Pyth, sizes the position based on your parameters, and executes through FlashTrade. If conditions reverse, it closes. If the market turns, it hedges. That's the vision. And unlike 3 years ago, every technical component to attempt it exists right now on Solana. With our current headline-driven cycle, we can monitor the situation 100 times better with less effort. Think about the geopolitical angle as well. Every headline about a ceasefire starting and stopping, every article about a new missile strike, what if you monitor all of them, including Polymarket and Kalshi for odds and verification? Regulatory angles are also playing a big part of this. The Genius Act and Clarity Act come to mind, where if they get finalized, we could see absolute fireworks in the charts. Those situations could not only be monitored by your agents, but execute transactions based on news instantaneously. These types of tools sound like science fiction, but with the current state of AI agents and adoption, we really aren't that far away. Another angle would be to monitor centralized exchanges for what new coins are going to be listed. Historically, this has been a massive cheat code for anyone that's monitoring close enough. If you put all this together, the advantage that you can have is incredible. The knowledge gap is still real and you're the one who can fill it. You tell the agent what sketchy dev behavior looks like. You track Cupsy's wallet, buy it immediately after him, and sell before he dumps. You define what narrative fading means in your parameters. You set the rules for when to short and when to sit. The superintelligence does the processing. You bring the crypto intuition it doesn't have yet. Together, that combination is more powerful than either one alone. So your action plan: set up a separate wallet for any agent with on-chain access, never your main. Review every permission. Check out Solana agent skills and see which protocols are already ready built for agents. Look at what FlashTrade built out for perps. Try Milo to see what an AI trade thesis actually looks like before you ever let it execute anything. If you want to build without code, Noah AI lets you describe what you want in plain language and deploy on Solana. And if you want to go deep and connect the full stack yourself, download Claude Code and start building. Don't know how? Ask Claude and make sure to tell him to make no mistakes. Raoul Pal said it: blockchain wasn't built for humans, it was built for machines. And the Solana community has been building the proof of that for years. From BonkBot to Axiom to the full agentic stack that you just saw. You've been here for the whole thing. You're on the chain that was built for exactly this moment. And that thing that I said at the top, we might just be the training data. Every trade you make, every thesis you post, every time you ape into something at 3 a.m., guess what? You're teaching the machines how this market works. Eventually, they won't need you for that part anymore. But right now, today, they still do. That's the window, and it won't stay open forever. Now, in closing, I would like to tell you that you can just do things. In that spirit, I've taken it upon myself to put these tools together and build an autonomous trading agent. We will have to go into this in the next one, but I've put real money into this and have wasted a ton of tokens. But check out downbad.trading if you want to follow along the action.